This kit has been kindly supplied to me by Fanhome. If you'd like to build your own, there's a link in the description below. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to the first issue of building the Infinity Gauntlet from the Infinity Saga, from Fanhome, from Marvel, from the Avengers films. The journey begins here. Now this is upside down for some reason. I don't know quite why that's the front but the back, but yes, from Fanhome. So, dear collector, welcome to Fanhome. We are glad that you have joined us. I'm sure you will love this thrilling adventure. This is just a breakdown of the first few issues and how things are going to be set up. Package 1 is the package I have received, has issues 1 and 2 in it. Package 2 will contain 3, 4, 5 and 6, but from then onwards you'll get 5 issues a month from this collection, so that will get it done in a little while. It takes a little while to build these, but it's going to be fun while we do it. So let's have a look. We have this introductory letter. Dear Marvel fan, congratulations, it says. Yeah, no ordinary artifact. That's why Replica has been developed in the highest possible quality and precision. It's made of metal, the finger joints are articulated, and the Infinity Stones light up at 1-to-1 scale. And not only is it exclusive, but it's a true collector's item. Nothing like this has ever been done before. Indeed, yeah, a life-size replica is quite impressive. And it's even more impressive when you find out just how life-size it is. Now, being a gauntlet, you might think it's going to be hand-sized, so that would be, you know, a life-size picture of it. This is not a life-size picture of it. A life-size picture of it does included in this brochure, but it's not even on that page. It's not, you know, twice my hand size. It's bigger than that. So step by step, its height is 73 centimeters. Now, to put that into some sort of scale, the build-up Iron Man, the 1/3 scale Iron Man, was 60 centimeters tall. That's 2 foot. This is, it's huge. It's massive. The stones light up. It's got detail, weathering, and articulated fingers and everything. It's going to be quite big. It's in fact so big that even when you open this up one more time, it doesn't show you the size of it. And this is telling you what's going to be expected in the magazines each and every issue. The Cosmic Saga, the Cosmic Creators, the Saga of the Gauntlet, special film section, specially designed section with images from the wider Marvel Cinematic Universe, and obviously the assembly stages there, and contained even further in the magazine, exclusive free gifts for subscribing, t-shirt, mug, cap and posters, and if you pay with PayPal you can get the miniature reproduction of the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know that it says what scale that is. Not entirely. Oh, there you go. In the big words, it says it's 18 centimeters tall. So that's, you know, that's quite big. That's sort of human-sized. But yeah, the one that I'm building now, I have to open this up one more time. Like that. It says full-size image. This is the scale of the completed item. Now, it's huge. It's going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, obviously the 4, 5, 6 Infinity Stones. I always forget about the one on the thumb, but yeah, it has all of the Infinity Stones on there, and they all light up. Obviously, step-by-step assembly instructions included for this impressive mammoth build. So yeah, let's have a look. As ever, we're going to start with issue 1. The first issue. Now, as I always do with these builds, I'll have a flick through the magazine. I'll let you have a look through and peruse and find out what's going to be in it. Marvel at the Movies is the first section. Thanos, History of Obsession. I'm aware of the Marvel movies, obviously. I haven't got any background in reading any of the magazines or comics and things. So, yeah, I don't know much about this, but it will be of interest to flick back and read through this. In the first issue, we get a big chunk of metal. We get some batteries as well. Yeah, we get the screwdriver. I shall show you the parts momentarily. But yeah, the step-by-step instruction guides, nice and easy, all pictures and a few words, so you can get it all working. We're building the first stone and then putting it into the casing. That's what it looks like, and that's where it sort of sits on the hand itself. So there we go. So then we get the cosmic creator, which yes seems to be the comic version. The day Marvel became cosmic. Yeah, so this is going to be the stuff that I have no memory of, no information about at all. But obviously, lots of people do read the comics and would know more about that than I ever will. So there we go. Talking about the comic universe and other inhabitants of it. There we go. And that is that. So let me clear this out of the way. I shall show you the parts and then we'll get them assembled and we'll see what it looks like. Right, so included in issue 1, most importantly, we have the golden screwdriver. It's the same as the basic screwdrivers that you get with all these partworks, but they've made it in gold to make it stand out from the rest. It's quite nice. It's going to fit the screws nicely. I shall probably use it occasionally. Most of the time, I'll probably end up using my own tools purely because it's nice and easy, and I can. So, most importantly, apart from that, is the big funky metal part that is quite substantial, quite nice, and is obviously going to be just that bit of the hand, as it said. Gives you a real sense of scale for it. We've got a magnetic magnets fitted in there, not in there by the looks of it. It's interesting. I don't know if they're missing or will be included later, but obviously we've got magnets in that, and that's going to fit in there like so, and that holds it in place nice and securely. So securely I shouldn't have put it in there yet, should I? No, I have to push it out. I don't think that goes all the way through. Don't just drop it in there, because you might have trouble getting it back out again because it's not got the front bit on it. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the magnets were working as intended. There we go. So the first thing we do is we get the circuit, which has got a simple switch, simple on-off ratcheting switch on there. Obviously an LED, a red LED, because that's the red stone, which has got an interesting textured top to it. So this is going in there. Just the contacts on the bottom there. I thought it was going to be something more impressive, but it isn't. It's slightly different to the one in the picture, so make sure you do get it the correct way around. This button, obviously, on this one is different to the button pictured. Will it matter which way round it goes? It will go that way round. Will it go that way? It will matter which way round because the contacts will only fit in one way. It's got to go that way round. So the battery contacts fit into that little indentation up there. So that's that. That is held in place with 2 screws. It says screws 01. I don't know that these are labelled. Let me get these out of here. What have we got? Bag that can be used for other things. Springs, clips, and a cover for the battery. So, yeah, that's interesting. Different to what I was expecting. But there we go. That's what we got here. So that is going to be held in there with 2 screws. I was going to check to see that the screws are labelled. They are not. But we've got a whole mass of screws. We're going to be using quite a lot of them by the looks of it. And they are all screws 01. So, although they are sort of separated, they're not really. So let's get a few of those out. I'll leave those ones in the packet, that end, sort of sealed up, in case I need them. I'll probably need them in a minute, but we'll find out. Let's get these 2 screws in here to hold that circuit in place. Down there. Get 2 screws, get one in and then get the other one in before you tighten down the first one, just to make sure everything sits where it should. So that will be held in place down there. Make sure the contacts are visible through the top bit, which they are, so that's all good. So then onto that, we have to fit the springs. They go over the edge pieces there, like so. Then we have the gem itself, which will go that way up. Make sure the bottom bit goes down, and these bits that stick out will stick out over that. Yeah, there's room for the screw at the top, and that bottom of that gem will touch that contact, the switch. That's how you turn it on and off. Drop that down there. Pick that up with a pair of tweezers. Tweezers and pliers and things are not included in the kit. You probably won't need them if you're not an idiot, but I obviously will need them. So that goes on there. This then goes over the top. That also has a way round to go. You've got a large notch there, which is going to fit through that piece there, and obviously you need a cutaway top to go on the cutaway at the top. So you've got to get it the right way round. Get that lined up in there. You can feel the switch moving a little bit when I push that, so I'm hoping that that's all going to be where it should be. We'll find out in a minute. I need 2 more screws to put this in place through the top and indeed the bottom. Down there. The body of this is plastic, but the front piece and the large piece there are metal. So interestingly, there's only one type of screw is being used in that. There's not a special screw for going into the metal, as there are on some of these other builds. Doesn't feel quite right. Yep, there we go. That is that, better in there. So then we need the batteries. Now these obviously have to go in the right way up. It takes 3 of them to power the one gem. Put these out of there. Not a good idea to touch them with fingers if you can avoid it. And indeed, definitely don't pick them up with metal tweezers or pliers, because you will short them out. Obviously, there's only one little contact bit. I don't seem to have any plastic tweezers around here at the moment, so I will very carefully put them in with my fingers. The positive side, which is the large outside bit, is going down onto that spring. So that one goes on there. That one goes on top. And this one I shall try and put in the middle. That's going to be the easiest way of doing it. There we go. And as soon as that goes in, it's lit up. And it's not turning off. Okay, I shall have to take that cover back off and see why it's not turning off. But we'll figure that out in a moment. I'm putting that in there, and one more screw will hold the batteries in place. I'll leave it on for now anyway, because it's quite nice to see it. Got that glow sort of deep inside. And it works because it's faceted, you can see it glowing from all the sides. That's quite nice. These are then going on to there. 2 parts DO2, which are the 2 magnets which hold it in place. The magnets are actually already fitted into there. So that's probably why the other ones are a bit different. That's already fitted onto there. So that goes on there. That one goes on there. That different one. No, it goes in there. Might have to get it the right way around. Those 2 will then go into there as well. Again, over the magnets. It looks like in future these parts, for instance, might well come with magnets fitted to that rather than to that. I'm going to need more screws for that. Right, what I shall do is disappear off camera to get these 8 screws in. I'll put those in there. I'll put those in there as well, and figure out why it's not turning off. And I'll come back and show you it when that's together. Right, I haven't finished putting all the screws in yet, but I have fixed the problem with the light not turning off. This board was not fully down. It got caught on the lip just here. So the switch was actually too high up, so it wasn't engaging or disengaging as it should. But now it is, and it's down securely and should be okay. I shall make sure that the screws are nice and tight, holding it down where it should be, like so. And then when it goes together again, you'll find it doesn't come on, but when you push it, it does, and when you push it, it doesn't. Ah, there you go. On and off. Push it in the correct position. Yeah, there we go. It just goes on and off. Might have to push it twice to turn it off for some reason. Might be because I've not got it screwed together properly. But it does turn on and off as it should. Or pretty much as it should. So I'll get the rest of these screws together and then we'll see how it all looks when it's together. And there we have it. All together. Plates held in, screws held in. Works with a push. Turns off with a push as well. And plates in there as well. Now this will only go in one way around. You've got a little notch and protuberance. So when that goes in there, magnets magically hold it in place nice and securely, but you can just get your fingers under it to pull it out if you need to change the batteries or whatever. But once it's in there, it glows nicely. I like that. There are 3 screws left over, which I've put into that reusable bag that they provided. Not sure if that's for the intended purpose, but that's certainly what it's going to be for me. And that, so far, is that. I would be interested if anybody is building this along with me. Let me know if you had magnets in those bits, because they're certainly not come loose and been stuck anywhere. And the fact that they're both not there leads me to think that I'm not missing any. But do let me know. And let me know what you think of the new build. I should especially thank Fanhome for sending me this kit. I'm not actually paying for this. This is being sent to me so I can build it for them. So thank them very much for that. And that is issue 1 of the absolutely massive. I thought that was, you know, that's only a fraction of the picture. So that is that. Join me very shortly for issue 2. As I say, issue 2 has arrived. I shall build that up very soon and get that up on the channel in a few days. And that's that. Join me for more things throughout the week, and I shall see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.